Good way how to be more productive is to remove the distractions. How often you get a notification from some app to join, or people texting you at the moment you sit down to work or read or play, or even worse, when you drive or when you want to go to sleep. Luckily, using new focus feature in macOS Monterey, you can set up all these specific modes to always focus on what is important in that moment. Previously, we had only Do Not Disturb, just to turn it on and off. In this mode, you would get fewer notifications, fewer interruptions. But now with Focus, you can highly customize it and create different modes for different situations, and then easily switch between them. First, let's look at how to set this up. You go into System Preferences and then to Notifications and Focus. Switch here to Focus tab. On the left, you have a list of all your Do Not Disturb modes, and then on the right, you will have the settings for the currently selected one. So the first one is the default Do Not Disturb, which we can customize now. First thing we can do is to allow notifications from people or apps we want. So for example, you want to allow messages to get through from certain people, even if you are in this Do Not Disturb mode. So you can press the plus button and add them to this list, and they will be allowed to contact you. Same way, you can go to apps and select which apps can send you notifications. For example, allow FaceTime app or mail to get important messages all the time. Of course, if you don't like it after, you can select it and remove the app using the minus button. There are a few other options connected to this. You can allow time-sensitive notifications. So in other words, things from the calendar app or reminders which have a specific time set, so they will be still appearing. You can allow calls to come in through FaceTime, but you can also limit that to your favorite contacts, to any group that you have created in the Contacts app, or just leave it to everyone. The next option is connected to it. You can decide whether or not to allow repeated calls. This is when somebody calls you once and it doesn't go through because of Do Not Disturb. Then they try immediately again, so in the case of any emergency, this is a great feature to have turned on. So anybody can reach you if they just try to call you twice within 3 minutes. And after all of these settings, you can go down here and click the plus button to customize the Do Not Disturb mode even further. You can have a time-based automation, so you can have it automatically turned on and off at a certain time. And you can even pick the days of the week for the start and end times. As you can see, I have it set here to automatically turn on at 10 PM, so I can enjoy free evening. You can also add a location-based automation. For example, if you use your MacBook at work and at home, you can set those addresses in Contacts and have this mode to be automatically going on depending on your location. And as the last option is the app-based automation. So when you are using a specific app, Do Not Disturb can automatically turn on. I will show you that later on. So all of these are possible options you can set to a Do Not Disturb mode. But the best thing at all of it is that you are able to have multiple Do Not Disturb modes. So let's click on this plus button here down the list, and it gives you some suggestions of next modes. You can choose one of the predefined one or select custom, which will allow you to add your own custom name, a color, and then we can assign icon to it. So now we have different Do Not Disturb modes, and we can have different settings for this one. For example, when I work, I edit video in Final Cut. So I can have it turn on automatically when I'm using this app. It's not time-based, and no notification will bother me when I focus on work. But you can add many more other modes, for example for reading. When you read, you also don't want to be disturbed by some annoying apps, but on the other hand, it's not as important as work. So you can allow all the apps like FaceTime, messages, email, so they will still give you notifications. Another special mode here is gaming. This one actually creates a different automation for when you are using a wireless controller with your Mac, so it's automatically predefined. If you are using an iPhone, you will notice different default ones. For example, driving. The driving one will automatically turn on while you are driving in the car. Another important thing to realize is that these focus modes syncs across your devices, as long as you have this checkbox here. So if you focus on work, the notifications will be muted not only from the Mac, but also from your iPhone. Now once you have this set, let's close the system preferences, and we can test how to turn it on and off from the control center. If you click on it here, it will list the different modes we have just set up. So for example, reading or working. I can click that and it will turn it on, and the icon should appear in the menu bar. It will be indicating that I'm in the focus mode. If the icon is not appearing like in my computer, go to System Preferences, Dock and Menu Bar, and tick on Show in Menu Bar. Now it's here. It's convenient to have it here because you can easily turn it on and off. Actually, if you want to permanently have focus in here in the menu bar, you can do that by opening the control center and dragging focus into the menu bar when you want it. Now you can easily access all of these things here all the time. There is also one shortcut to quickly turn on Do Not Disturb mode, but only the default mode. You can't turn on any of these special working modes we just created. And you do it by option clicking the time here. You see, it turn on Do Not Disturb mode, and with another option click, it will turn it off. Now let's go back to focus options in the system preferences, because there is one more checkbox at the bottom I didn't talk about, and it is Share Focus Status. It is working in Messages. Let me show you. If you want to send a message to somebody and he has the Do Not Disturb mode activated, it will show you here that the notifications have been silenced right now. So it's kind of useful to know that you should not bother them. Or if you send a message, don't expect to get an answer because the receiver will not be notified about the message. It's a very handy small thing. So this was a quick look at the new focus feature in the macOS Monterey. You can easily add and remove these focus modes. Try it for yourself and see if you like this new functionality or you just want to stick with the basic Do Not Disturb mode. I hope you found this useful and you were not so disturbed by watching this video. And especially thanks for watching all the way to the end.